Hello everybody and welcome to another mystery box function challenge. In the purple mystery box there is some math and your challenge is to figure out what that is. If you'd like to try this out you can use the link in the description, and when you've got an idea come on back and see if we get the same thing. Alright, let's begin. I'm going to put in a 0. Okay, so 0 gives us 3. How about a 1? Already off the graph. Let's go in the negative direction then. How about a negative 1? 0.75. How about a negative 2? Much smaller decimal. How about a negative 3? And a much smaller decimal. I'm suspicious just from the shape of this that we might have an exponential. So I'm actually going to go back to the positive numbers. So I put in that 1. I'm going to do that again. And then let's look at what we get for a 2. None of these will show up in the graph, of course, but that's okay. And let's look at a 3. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking exponential. The reason I wanted to get these numbers is so that I could figure out what the base is for this exponential function. And to do that, we figure out what you're multiplying by. So 12 to 48, you have to multiply by 4, and 48 to 192 also multiply by 4. If we put in a 4 here, we'll get 192 times 4, whatever that is. Let's just try it. So we put in a 4. 192 is almost 200. That result is almost 800, so that makes sense that you've multiplied by 4. So I think our base is 4. So we have something with 4 to the power of x in it. But that's not all that's going on here, because these numbers are not powers of 4, right? 12, 48, 182, they're not powers of 4. And this is a helpful clue to us, because when you take 4 to the 0 power, that should equal 1. So this, what we get at 0, is actually going to tell us what the multiplier is. Since this equates to 1, then 3 times 4 to the 0 would be 3 times 1, or 3, and that's what we got there. So our multiplier is 3. So I think our function is just f of x equals 3 times 4 to the x. So should we try one more value to figure out what that could be, or should we put something in here? Let's put in a negative 1. We've got the result for that. Let's see if it calculates out correctly. So 3 times 4 to the negative 1. Well, 4 to the negative 1 is 1 over 4. So this should just be 3 times 1 over 4, or 3/4. And look at that. We got 0.75. So I think we've got this. Let's reveal. And there it is, 3 times 4 to the x, and we can graph that as well. And you got that typical exponential curve, very shallow, hugging that y-axis, x-axis, and then shooting up super fast. Well, how did that go for you? Did you think exponential? Let me know. Thanks, everybody.